so this is the stock exhaust manifold. I was just taking that off and just in the process of mounting the new FG one up. Just going to hold it in place with a couple of bolts so we can situate the turbo and work out the clocking and start fabricating the dump pipe. I don't know if I've shown you guys the dump pipe, so I'll show that to you now. Got this for free for work colleague, so thank you, Simon. But basically, yeah, it's a 4-inch bollard, stainless steel. But you know, it's maybe 1.6 mil thick. But yeah, it'll be, you know, we'll pie cut that up and make the dump out of that. A bit better than mild steel, and you know, it's not gonna make any difference. It was free, and the budget just look a bit nicer. So yeah, see how that goes.
So what are you doing here, Matthew?
Just replacing the studs. They're all white, so, and they're in pretty tight. So yeah, just putting some heat on, span metal around, and put it up.
And then just put the heat on now, so that they can work, so we can put the new studs in. So we've got new studs.
And this is not good for your ratchet.
No.
This is what we got, so this is what we're doing. No.
No, not coming.
No, that's gonna break.
Might have to get more heat on that one.
Yeah, now it's stuck the socket on there.
Loosen. Put the spanner in reverse. Okay. Alright. So this is what we've resorted to to get this stud out. Alright.
Red hot.
I can undo those now because that'll be loose enough.
Yeah, someone's had a go at it with the grinder to get the nuts off or something.
You can see it's already, there's no thread left there. Actually, that's getting a bit tight. It's coming. Alright, that's all 4 out.
I wonder what the threads look like in that one.
With a bit of difficulty. Oh, that one's not the best.
Okay.
We might
Let's
need
have a look at that.
Might need to re-tap that one.
Yeah, hopefully got an M10 by 1.5 tap. Let's see.
Okay, so we've cleaned out the threads with a tap, and now Matthew's putting in the new studs.
Yeah, we're using these. We did have better ones on the way, but they haven't rocked up.
Not yet.
Yeah, so for now, for mock-up purposes, allow us to start making the dump. We will fit these.
Alright, so that is all the studs put in. Unfortunately, where we are at the moment, we don't have proper access to all of our tools, so you know, we use vice grips to put those studs in. We don't usually do that, so it's just a limited amount of tools we've got currently.
These studs are crap as well though.
And these aren't the really good studs that Matthew wants to keep in there anyway, so they're on their way, the good ones. Alright, so what's next, Matthew?
So we're going to just test fit to see that these studs are the right length, and that we've got enough thread.
So Matthew's putting on the turbo.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to use
Washers.
a washer.
Poppers.
Yeah. Let's see how far we go. Yeah, so what's that? Let me grab you. So that's about, we need to make up about 3 mil
With washers.
with washers. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I saw some. Give me a sec. Grab some inside. Okay, so it's the magic moment. The first time the turbocharger goes home, so hopefully there's no organ rejection. Let's see. Oh, it's heavy. Alright. No organ rejection. Doesn't seem like it's.
No.
It seems like it's liking it. Tell you what, the intake piping is going to be interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You reckon it's going to fit?
Well, you got two options. So sometimes they relocate the battery to that side,
Right.
and then they put a filter box
Right.
here, or you can just sort of put a filter in it somewhere there. Or because the factory turbo cars have a crossover tube that brings the intake back over, but it'd be better just to have something here.
Right.
Yeah, so we might be making a downpipe and an intake out of that stainless steel tube, because this is 4" as well. So yeah, we might be relocating the battery there. Let's see how we go. So it's got to go
The dump.
the dump pipe, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So it's got to go sort of down here. So turn, angled down between, miss the steering shaft,
Yeah.
and through that gap, basically pretty square. If we use this cap as a guide for our diameter, so we've got to expand it to 3 to 4 inch, and then we got to go pretty tight radius turn and down. So it's actually going to be pretty tight, isn't it?
Yeah. The sounds of it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to work out where the...
Maybe we could oval the tube a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not against dinting it to miss. I think there's the best spot. Sort of through there. And less sharper turns are better for power, so the less turns are better. So probably there.
Alright, so do you want to show them where you got
Oh, I've already done that.
the pipe?
Yeah.
Yep, show them all that.
So, yeah, we just got to do it. Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to get a crash course on TIG welding.
Yeah.
And we're going to make up this pipe. This next bit is, let's get this piping ready and we'll see how we go. Dummying it all up.
While we're here tonight and we're not making noise, we might play around with the clocking of the turbo, get that all set up.
Yep.
The way we want it. and just try and get that ready ahead of everything else. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be, I mean, yeah, even the intake side of the turbo is going to be interesting. Got to have a look, see how they normally do it. But yeah, it looks like we could go straight down through there underneath the cross member. I don't really like that though. I reckon the best way would be to come through here, but it might mean more welding.
Yeah.
Welding aluminium.
Right.
Which we haven't done before.
Mm.
Yeah.
What was the first for everything?
Yeah.
Cocky shit welds?
Yeah, it'll be that. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we'll leave it there. We'll mess around with this turbo and we'll show you what we get up to. Alright, so we're starting the pie cuts. So started off by making sure we had a square end, and then we marked the center line down the spine of the tube, I guess, on both sides, 180 degrees out. To do that, I just wrapped a piece of tape around, marked where they met, and then laid that out. I took it back off the tube, laid it out on something flat, and divided the distance by 2 to work out basically this other line. So they're 180 degrees out, but you can do it a couple of different ways. And then yeah, put in our dimensions for the pipe into this it's called block calc thing, so that you put in the diameter of the pipe, the radius you're trying to make, and how many segment joins you want to do it in, and also that sort of stuff. And then yeah, basically we're now, yeah, it gives you this template you can print out at size, and yeah, now we're going to start just sort of repeating that pattern. Yeah, so that one's wrapped around like that, and that's been marked out, and that's our first segment effectively. Yeah, so obviously when you're marking it up, you just sort of permanent marker the edge there, and yeah, you cut on that side of it. Yeah, so we'll probably get some footage of them being cut, but yeah, we'll show you once it's done as well. Alright, so that's the next pie cut.
So I'm currently in the process of making the bend for the outlet of the turbo. So Matthew has made me a paper design, and we wrap that around the pipe, and that gives us all our bends. So approximately all these little slits here, that's about 75 degrees. Then on the end of that, he's got the reducer that goes in the back of the turbo. It goes from 3" to 4", and it's a bit too long, so I've taken a bit off that. Now I have to join those up to this, so it goes down past the steering, and then we've got to make another elbow as well. So it's going to be like a sort of an S shape. Alright, so this is going to take me a while, and I've got to get these perfectly right, and then we're going to TIG weld them together as well. So haven't had much experience on a TIG before, so we'll see how we go getting this all put together, and it's going to be what it is. You know, I'm not perfect at doing the correct welds, but we'll just make do with what we can. Alright, let's see how it goes. Well, that's as far as I've got. Been at it for about 4 hours. Trimming, shaping, welding. I am no specialist in stainless steel welding, so it is what it is. We're just trying to keep under budget for this special pipe, and we'll see how it all goes. Alright, so I've got a few more to do. We'll take it from there. Well, it's been a busy day. We've got the start of our exhaust straight out of the turbo. Now still got to do a few welds there. We are not stainless steel experts, alright, so this is one component that was going to cost a lot of money, so we decided to fabricate it ourselves so we could keep under the $2,000 budget. But the result is non-perfect welds, alright, but we've given it a go, and you know, it is what it is. As long as it holds, we should be right. Alright, so it's 4-inch, 100mm. Still got a few more welds to go, and this part here is nearly under the car, so I've got to do a few more cuts, a few more pie cuts, and we'll see how it goes from there.